I I swear, no, I swear I don't know why. I don't know why. I think OBS is working against me because every single time it just takes away the default. It just takes away the default mic. The thing, I don't know why. Anyways, inspiration. Yay! Starting off with a banger. Let me let me see who gets it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, Leakon, you get inspiration. Okay. Yeah. So, uh, announcements. I don't know. I can't remember if we announced it yet here on stream, but our streams are on Spotify, so you can now walk around while listening to our shenanigans on your earbuds or your speakers or wherever you want while doing some chores. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of announcements about the stream. Other news, our friend Nalu is not going to join us for the rest of the campaign, although she will keep showing up on the stream, drop a hello, watch us screw around as our party tries to get out of Barovia. And we wish her all the best, and we hope she will continue to grace us with her company during our streams. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get on with the show and what you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about some vampires. Well, let me just get the music on. Very ominous. Can be this one. So, everyone, you all gather your breath after what was a hard-fought battle. Some of you are battered, bruised, wounded even. Looking at you, Theron.
Nah, I'm fine.
And
Nothing but a flesh wound.
it's but a flesh wound. He says without like missing a leg. You all just gather your bearings, bundle up as a group, check up on I got a blank on the dude's name. In a second, NPCs. It was Guildmaster. Check up on Guildmaster and Periwinkle. Guildmaster is still unconscious. Periwinkle's just taking care of him. And you do notice that everyone but the DM is very quiet. I don't know why, but we can increase the volume for everyone else. In a second.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Yeah.
Here, maybe it helps.
Corv, you're muted on your mic.
Hello? Yeah, but
Okay.
before when I spoke, I had it unmuted. I muted it afterwards.
Okay.
So before it was here.
I think it should be better right now, right?
Am I better now? I have the mic literally next to me.
Yeah, that's preferable. I think you have to get it a little closer.
No, yeah,
think-
this type of mic is it needs to be close.
I'll bump
Sadly.
you to 110%.
I'm sorry for possible eardrum injuries.
No, I think you're pretty fine actually.
Yeah. As you all gather around, you do notice that Valerie seems to be missing. And Theron, you do find something crumpled on one of your pockets. And as you reach, there's a tiny note.
Okay.
That just says this. A second. I had it here. Settings. Clipboard history. Okay. Trying to access the stuff. Clipboard. Okay, it's this. There you go. All right. It says that.
Okay. I smile. I put the note on my pocket.
Okay.
And is anyone close to me? Anyone of the party?
I mean, at this point, you should like be gathering around. Rezarath is kind of off to the side with Guildmaster as he was trying to loot the alive body. Well,
to you might be Malice.
Yeah,
because
Malice is
helping you.
right next to you. Yeah.
Yeah. You see that Theron pulls something out of his pocket. He is reading what seems like a written note, and he puts it in his pocket again after a while, and just says, "Valerie's gone. She took her own chances. I don't think we'll see her again."
Your mic is yeah.
Okay.
It's alright.
Malice looks surprised. I mean, how should I say it? It's kind of like she's not exactly surprised. There's another word for this, but I don't remember right now. But she looks intrigued and also surprised by that, but doesn't tell you anything else besides. But is everything okay besides that, or what's up with the whole Valerie going missing thing?
I think she thinks or believes that she will fare better on her own. She doesn't really play very well with groups, it seems.
Well, if it doesn't work for you, just move on and that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't know. I just do not trust this land. And even though I don't doubt her abilities, I still think it is excessively dangerous to be alone.
Let me tell you, I have fought many battles, and I can tell you that Valerie can handle herself.
Yes, I know she can. But what dwells in these forests and in this land, the creatures and the dangers she'll face are not what she's used to, for sure. This is different.
I am aware of what you're saying, and I do agree with you. It's going to be a very hard journey by herself, but we'll never know. Maybe she'll find another group that works for her. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows?
I think, alone or not, she'll find her way. I want to have faith in that.
As I listen to all of this, I walk close and I'm like, wait, what do you mean she's gone?
Well,
Theron pulls the paper out of his pocket and hands you the note, which I will now send you the text that I was sent.
Okay, I grab the paper, I read it, and I am a bit like Malice, a bit surprised, but at the same time not that surprised. And I'm like, I do hope that she thought this through.
Me too.
So
Me too.
I think we should wander Rezarath over there.
As you say that, Rezarath already coming towards you. And as he does, Malice, you just see this small dark silhouette that just plunges from the skies above. That kind of goes towards you and starts like pulling slightly, not aggressively, but as if trying to catch your attention, just pulling your hair and your clothes. And you see this raven with blue tips on its wings, which flash in the torchlight. Its eyes seem to be like wide and panicked, and they seem to like almost give you a sense of urgency as it kind of from its open beak repeatedly, as if trying to catch your attention.
I turn to this. You said it's a raven, right?
Raven, yeah.
I turn to this raven in a very curious manner, and I just ask, is there something you need, my friend? I just say that to the raven.
You look at the raven, kind of. You see its chest just puffing with like, almost like as if an anxiety, and it just starts flying towards the center of the town, like getting on certain perches, cawing at you, as if trying to urge you to follow. And it is at that moment that you hear some, not the Wilhelm scream, but fine, that works.
I was like, wait, huh?
I just
People are
thought
dying
screams.
already?
I just thought screams. Okay, that's the screams work, right?
The timing on
Okay.
that was actually
That
fantastic.
was
I will have to
I
say.
hope this was like crowd screaming and in danger, but yeah, fine, sure. But you do hear screams coming from the center of the town, as the raven's just like waiting for you all to follow.
Did you hear that, everyone?
And I hard not to.
Did you hear screams?
A weird one, but yeah.
And
What do you
at that
mean?
moment, you hear wooden sound, the sound of wood splintering, and just
Look,
Oh,
we have to go now.
wait. I look back. Is the barricade still standing, or was that what collapsed?
your barricade is still standing. There are certain parts of the barricade that have fallen, but in your area, you were successful in stopping the siege.
Oh, okay.
Everything seems to be okay. Periwimple's just taking care of his uncle, but other than that, everything seems to be fine.
Okay.
Malice lead the way.
Follow me, and I follow the raven.
Okay, the raven like looks at you, just starts flying, trying to like not fly too fast so you can catch up. Takes you around 5 minutes to get to the town center, and when you arrive, it's a bloodshed. You see that dozens of bodies litter the street. They are bloody and unmoving. The air is thick with the pungent scent of rot and death, and the howling wind sings with the sound of terrified screams. You see the barricade protecting the town square has been shattered. Its splintered remains surrounded by a mound of corpses, nearly 6 feet high. And in the square, children scream as the elderly and infirm watch with muted horror. The torches to the west have been extinguished, and the town's western defenders fled or were killed. Only one figure remains standing. See Ismark, his clothes torn and bloody, bearing a long sword, bloodied, in his left hand, and a short sword in his right. And you see him just standing on top of a pale-skinned zombie, similar to the one you fought that kind of let out like mist or puff of spores or whatever that was. You are not entirely sure. Just pulsing with these crimson veins, just sprawled on the floor, dead for good. But you notice that the undead managed to get a pretty big dent on the village's defenses. Right now, everything seems to be under control, but Ismark is hurt. And he's just there, exhaling as if completely focused on the fallen creature in front of him.
Does he look visibly wounded?
Yeah.
Like bloody?
Clothes are
Okay.
torn, he's bloodied, clawed. Blood just drips from his forehead, probably because he has a cracked head or something. But he looks rough. Still standing, but it's probably the adrenaline that's keeping him from,
Yeah.
screaming in pain.
And collapsing, probably.
Yep, probably.
We gotta take him somewhere.
Do we
someone.
still have any way to heal? Like, do we still have potions?
I think
not
you
recall.
should be able to still have potions. Let me check the loot.
Do you still have lay on hands, Malice?
I think
I have a potion.
Let me
Thank
check
you.
if I have spell slots still.
No, lay on
Like-
hands is a class feature. Like, have you
Uh,
used
I
all
don't-
of the
I
No,
classes?
lay on
think-
hands I have. Yes, I have.
But I think you
Okay.
used it. Didn't you use it all on Theron to heal
I
him?
used it once, yes.
Yes, used it on me. That's exactly right.
But did
But-
you use the entire pool? That's
I think
I
so.
I
have a
just
pool of
used
hit
it
points.
once. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but it's
don't-
it's a pool.
I-
Basically, it's a pool of points that you can choose if you want to like use everything or just here have a sprinkle of healing and you're good.
I think it's a thing where I use it once and then I have to wait like a long rest or some shit.
No.
no,
Oh.
you
That's
have
to recover
it's
all the
un-
points.
Yeah, until you have points to spare, you can use it as many times as you want. You can like literally just go and give 1 HP to everyone until the moment you run out of hit points to give.
Yep. That's
I don't
exactly
know
it.
what you have at level 3.
Hit points equal to
Uh,
5 times your paladin level. So you're level 3, you have 15. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
but I am 27. I have 27 HP. Like, I also need to heal.
You should still have 5 healing points from your lay on hands to use. Use 10 on Theron. Because like you have
Oh.
a number of points to use 5 times your paladin level. You're level 3, so you use 10 on Theron, you still have 5 left.
I can use it on Theron. Is that it?
Yeah, you can use it on Theron or on Ismark, whoever you want to.
Yeah, what I was going to suggest is ask him if he needs something because he looks like he's going to pass out at any moment. So, when he sees him like that, he just says, "Hurry, he might need help," and he sprints towards Ismark with his sword in hand as well.
I
As he
immediately
sprint-
run back with the healing potion in hand just in case.
Okay. As you sprint, you see that Ismark starts faltering, and you manage to catch him on time. Kinda. What are you doing here? Is the barricade all right? Did you manage to? Oh. Shit. You hear his bones cracking as he like stretches.
Oh. I signal to Malice. Can you help him?
Sure.
You touch his back, see the healing energy just radiate from your palm, and he just feels. Thank you. Is the barricade all right? Did anyone die? On your end,
The barricade's all right.
Thank the morning lord.
The old man is in rough shape, but I think he'll make it. Everyone else pulled through, although Valerie did decide to part ways with us.
That's not very wise.
And I might as well just take this opportunity to actually read the text, because I realized earlier that I haven't read it yet. So
Go ahead.
our viewers at home have not read this text. So it does say the following. I'm taking my chances on my own. You are all capable people, but I think I'll fare better if I go solo, as I usually do. Who knows? Maybe I'll bump into you a lot on our way out of here soon. Be safe out there and try not to die. See you on the other side. V.
And as you're all just like compose this mark, you hear the sound of hoof steps just squelching through mud as the townsfolk start gathering around, now that the calm has finally come. And from the shadows, from the entrance to the village, the western road that is right in front of you, emerges a cloaked man riding an ash-gray horse with dull, shadowed eyes. Behind it trail a dozen shambling undead that flank the horseman with 6 to a side. They do not seem to be aggressive, but they are approaching the village center. The flickering torchlight paints the man's features in shades of burning orange and red, and revealing a tall, lithe figure of a dusky complexion, with long black hair that falls past his neck. A light cloak is draped across his shoulders, its edge rimmed with thick white fur, and gloves of supple black leather cover his hands. You see a deep blue tunic trimmed with bronze that is visible beneath the layer of tough yet flexible leather armor, and a curved saber that hangs from a sheath at his belt, with a pair of scimitars strapped to his back above it. And Theron, you look at him and you see that his ears taper sharply upward to elven points, and his dark brown eyes bear a quiet awareness and a casual, almost predatory gaze as they shift slowly across the surroundings. You see this long, wicked scar that cuts across his forehead, just above where the lines have begun to mark his face with age, and his lips are pulled back into a thin, perpetual frown. And he looks like this. In a second, just minimize this so I can. Look. There. It's on stream. To anyone that has it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
You see him like coming to a halt at the edge of the town square. He pulls a scroll from his dark cloak and unfurls it. Theron, make me a perception check. Don't forget to tell the roll because of the Spotify.
Do not for... okay. Gotcha.
And with advantage, by the way.
And I rolled a 3 and a 14. Wow.
It's all right. It's all right. You feel
advantage.
something. You feel something on your belt, starting to, as if vibrate, and tugging.
I instinctively reach for my sword.
It's not your sword that is vibrating.
Oh?
It's the broken blade sheathed right next to it.
Oh. Okay. I grab it then. Initially I thought it was my actual sword, but since they're closer together, I then realize it is the broken blade, and I hold its handle.
It continues to vibrate, and you almost feel this sensation as if it wants to break free from you. But give me an insight check.
Okay. Just regular insight.
Yeah, regular insight.
Okay, and that is a 8. It's an 18. Apparently, advantage makes my rolls worse. Oh, I love gambling.
You basically feel this sensation that it's not your feeling. It's like you're feeling someone else's emotions. But you do feel a hint of anger when you touch the blade.
Oh. Okay. Do I
And,
feel that anger when I look at the man that just came in?
You do. And as you look at the man,
Okay.
you just hear this high-pitched hum as the sword continues to tremble. And it just unsheathes itself and starts spinning and pointing at him.
What?
Yep.
I assume this has never happened with it before, right?
Nope. The
Okay,
only
then,
time it
Theron.
happened was on the death house, where it guided you through the mist to the death house.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, then it's not the very first time I see it doing weird things. But Theron is still quite surprised because this behavior in particular towards a specific individual is weird, even for the broken blade.
Yep. And as you do, you see him unfurling the scroll. Just looks at you, raises his eyebrow. Where did you get that?
I try to grab the blade out of the air.
Try to grab
Does
it.
it-
Like takes a moment, but you just pull it back into
Okay.
your sheath.
Okay. This out of character. The blade has been was in my family for quite a while. Correct.
For a long, long time.
Theron just responds. It's been in my family for generations. Why do you and who are you to ask?
The shattered toy of a weak and worthless man. Who would have thought? My name is Rahaden. I'm Count Strahd von Zarovich, Chamberlain. And I come here with our Lord's word. And he just completely dismisses what just happened. And he just reads, 67 days path. These people roll in unlawful rebellion against Strahd von Zarovich, Count of Barovia, Master of Castle Ravenloft, and Protector of the Balinock Mountains. For this treasonous act, this settlement has been met with righteous punishment, so that its inhabitants might learn the way of their defiance. Witnessed by the eyes of the dead and damned, this price has been extracted in blood, common and noble alike. Let it be known that on this day, the mercy of Strahd von Zarovich extends once more unto those who return to their fief and field, while those who continue their folly shall be swept away as chaff before the wind. And he just looks at the crowd. And as he approaches, as he's fixated on his mark, you begin to hear, like, it begins like with a dull roar, a prickle at the edge of your awareness, like the washing of the ocean against the shore. As Rahadin grows closer, however, the muffled sound grows ever more insistent. Wait a second. Amplifying and building upon itself, until it resolves from a more innocuous sound, almost like waves, into a torrent of screams. Your ears fill with the cacophony of 1,000 voices pleading, suffering, dying, a psychic onslaught that crashes against your mind from every direction, leaving little room for thought. The man, however, remains unflinching, seemingly undisturbed by the symphony of screams that surround him. And as you look around, you see Barovians like 10 feet away from Rahadin that just appear to be similarly disturbed. Some of them like hold their heads, some of them actually have to kneel. And he approaches his mark. He looks at him briefly before just looking at him and, please accept my congratulations on your new position and my condolences on your loss. And as he says that, just turns around with his horse, starts going away. And Ismark is confused. And then you see him just going to the state of confusion to a shell-shocked and frozen demeanor. And he just bolts away towards his father's mansion. You just see him just sprinting away.
Since Theron was the one holding him, as he sees a man that looked half dead 5 minutes ago just bolt running, I just run after him. And I signal to everyone else to come. I don't exactly know what happened, but whatever it was, it's not good. So, we go help.
Okay.
I follow right
Follow
behind
him.
us.
Let's go.
For someone that's wounded, he runs very fast. So you take, you can't even catch him before he reaches the house. And right when you're arriving at the outskirts of the house, you just hear this wail of, like this scream coming from his mark, from inside the house. As you get in the house, you see a red pool that surrounds a corpse on a room. The burgomaster's unmoving body. His glassy eyes staring unseeing towards the ceiling as blood drips from a long, elegant slash across his chest. And not far away, you see Irina, crumpled across the carpet beneath a boarded-up window, with its ragged curtains drifting lazily in the cold wind. And you just see his mark just holding his father's body, crying.
And you described it was Irina?
Irina is next to a window, just on the floor. You don't know if she's unconscious or dead. but the burgomaster is clearly dead.
I go and check if she's still breathing.
Okay. As you check for pulse, Irina is alive, but pale and weak. But you do notice something. On her neck, there are 2 bloody puncture wounds.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So,
This is not good news.
as a former monster hunter / killer, I assume this is familiar.
I'd say, what's your passive history?
Let me check.
Should be the number inside brackets on your character sheet next to history check.
Next to the history check.
It's
My
an 8.
passive.
It's an 8, but with your, since you have like some,
Yes.
I'd say we could make it like with another charisma. You know what? Roll me a history check. I think you should be able to change it, or do I need to? Okay, let me just do something.
Who are you asking for?
okay. Me.
Oh, okay.
Theron. I just changed history to wisdom, so you should be able to roll it now. Roll it with advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Whew,
that
natural
is
20.
A natural
A natural 20. Let's
the
A
go.
counter.
natural 20. Joe,
This. Yeah,
We got
add
another one.
add to the counter.
Woohoo.
It is in
16.
fact a vampire bite mark. But this bite mark is very like properly made. Usually you in your days as a monster hunter, you've dealt with vampire spawn. They are
messy.
messy. They are messy. This is like professional work.
It's like they don't even need to be messy. They
Yep.
so strong they can afford to puncture however they want.
Yep. And as you just examine Arena, she just like stirs awake. My neck.
Careful. Don't stand up too quickly. You might pass out again.
What happened?
You seem to have lost a lot of blood. What do you remember?
I go next to this person and I just hold them in place in a comfortable way while Theron is just asking questions.
Okay. You just help Arena up, like up, like sitting down position. Me and my father were keeping the house closed, barred, trying to keep the undead outside. But suddenly I heard a knock on the door, and I don't remember anything else.
I hold.
Why?
You said you feel something on your neck, right?
Yeah, I remember a tall man, red eyes. He spoke to me, and I don't remember anything else. I just recall a deep voice saying, "We'll meet again." Where's my father?
I'm afraid your father has passed, Irina. I'm very sorry. My deepest condolences.
what? And she just like tries to get up, stumbles a bit, and it just
It's okay, child.
looks at her father, like is Mark holding their father, and she just rushes as the two of them just are kneeling before their father's lifeless body.
I give them space. I stand back with Malice, and I ask her, did you see the bite marks on her neck?
I did.
Do you know what that is?
I do.
This is worse.
We both
than
know
I
what
thought.
this is. We both know what this is. I think we all know what this is.
You know very well what this is, and apparently Theron also knows very well what this is because of fucking natural 20. But you know very well what this is.
Wait, what? Your mic kind of cut off.
Oh,
for a moment.
yeah. I say you know very well what this is.
You're saying me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I do. But Theron knows, or right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Theron
I
knows,
did.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to say anything that was not correct, so...
And you give them some time. You guys retreat to the living room area, just hearing their cries from the side. Just sit down and just manage to get this time to just not really relax, but it's out of usual commotion. The calm after the storm. And,
So, you said that they have quieted down after crying for a while. Okay, so are we still like in the living room?
you're
at
still
the
in the
entrance,
living room. I'd say like you guys get some time to just give them some time, and they eventually will meet you in the living room. So if you want to do anything in that space of time, just
Yeah, during that time, I also let Guevir into what I've just seen. So I assume that while I am talking to Malice, I assume you'd be close by.
I'm over your shoulder trying to understand what was going on.
And I just
I assume I've been close to you all this time, honestly. So I think it makes sense.
Then let me just. I was looking over Malice's shoulder and basically always. I have the potion on my hand still. I'm just waiting for someone to need it.
and I just turn to you and say, I don't think she's going to need it now, at least. But
I will need one potion for sure. But I can also buy my own, I think.
You want to take it now?
I cannot do any more lay on hands for now, right?
now your
No,
lay on hands have
I
been
don't think so.
expended.
No.
Yeah, so it's now or never, probably.
But I don't think you need. How much HP do you have, Malice?
Right now, I have 27 out of 40.
Oh, come on, you're good. We're
Fine. Fine.
I'm
I'm
not,
10. I have 10 HP. I'm barely conscious.
For Malice standards, I'm not.
You're fine. Don't waste the potion. You're fine. Just keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your
Put
pocket.
it back on my pouch.
Good God.
Melling's doing
Power
me,
gamers,
me.
man. Power gamers.
I'm sorry. I just imagine Malice like with the splinter, and then there's Theron with the broken arm. Ah, no! I'm good! I'm good!
Nothing but a flesh wound. I'll just walk it off.
Meanwhile, Guevir is actually pretty okay. I'll be like,
Guevir,
it's here.
Guevir, from Malice's perspective, is looking very tired and exhausted, like this, you know?
Yeah. Listen, you have been no shield. Oh, it's here. When you are actually dying, I'll give you.
Actually dying. Keywords.
What if you're far away from me and you cannot reach me?
And do you want to keep it yourself?
Maybe it's for the best.
Listen, you have spells. So save one for yourself if you need it. And if you're unconscious, you can't drink it anyway.
I have a limited number, a very limited number of spell slots.
Anyway, potions
Oh,
aside.
All this party has a limited number of spells. What the hell you mean?
Exactly. In any case, Guevir, potions aside, we unfortunately have bigger issues. Apparently, the thing that broke into the house and struck down their father and made Irina collapse was a vampire,
An actual vampire, not a...
not a spawn. Spawns don't leave bite marks like that. It was too clean, too precise, too experienced. It was cold. Nothing but a actual vampire bites like that.
And I will assume that she's collapsed, but I'll assume even when she's up, she will be too shocked to be able to give us any kind of clues about it.
She didn't seem to remember much. She says the last thing she remembers is a tall man with red eyes and a voice telling her, "We'll meet again." And after that, nothing.
Is there... I start to look around and for clues. If I find anything, like if they just walk through the front door, or if there is any open
That
window, or, like,
you know that Irina told said that somebody knocked on the door,
Yep.
and
so they just walk through the front door.
she felt, for some reason, she felt compelled to open, and it's at that point that her mind went blank.
Yep. So if you ask anything like what did she tell you, I'll tell you in detail that she said he went through the front door, he knocked first, all of that. So no treachery, no nothing. He just came in and did what he wanted to do.
So we have nothing to track it down, I believe.
Something tells me the tracking might be easy, but what comes next would prove difficult. I don't think he even needs to hide. Hiding from what? From who?
Yeah.
A creature like that walks in the open if it pleases. It can afford to do so.
The fact that he compelled her to open the door says a lot.
This is... It's not what I expected. Zombies, ghouls, creatures of that ilk.
Full
Yes.
of vampires.
But this is something else. We have to tackle this together. Otherwise, and he just gestures at where we found their father. Otherwise, this will just keep coming over and over again.
Do you have any plan?
Not yet, no, but I intend to. I don't think we can leave this place unless we face whatever this is.
Thing is, you said tracking might be easy. How? If you just walk through the front door.
I don't think this creature needs to hide.
So what, we just look through to the entire people of Barovia and find someone with red eyes?
First, we do the easy thing. We ask. I'm sure this is not the first time something like this happens. They might know something. And after that, we'll just play it by ear.
Sounds easy enough. Who do you want to ask first? Malice, do you have any suggestion?
I'd say them. I gesture at Ismark and Arena.
Oh, fair. I don't think
And-
we cannot lose time.
No, I don't think so. Malice, shall we go talk to them?
Yes. Let's go.
Theron takes a big breath and almost like tries to make himself look a little bit more composed
Mhm.
and walks towards the two grieving brothers.
You see his mark getting up, just wiping his tears, his eyes bloodshot. Aryn is still sobbing, just in a more controlled manner. She also gets up again. And his mark just I never really thanked you for helping. So
Theron just raises his hand. Do not worry about that. No need to thank me.
can I ask you to remain here for a while with my sister? I need to make sure that everyone in the town is, well, as safe as they can be. I need to ensure that any wounded Barovians are taken care of.
Wouldn't you rather have us do that? You are very beat up, Ismark.
No, please let me do this. It's my duty as the Burgomaster.
I put my hand on his shoulder. If you have any need of us, shout and we'll come running.
I will. Thank you.
Of course.
I'll be back in a moment.
Be safe.
And he just leaves through the door, and you see Irina just coming over to you. We will see to our father's burial tomorrow. You should try to get some sleep. You've all more than earned it.
Yes, we will. But I think I need some time first. My mind is still racing.
Understand.
How are you feeling?
I'm as good as I can be in this situation.
I understand. It is a bit of a dumb question, I know, but I still thought I should ask.
I understand.
May I ask you something? I know it's still early, but at least the few memories you have of this are still fresh. Would you be
Please.
okay going over some details?
Sure.
The man that you saw coming in through the door tonight, have you ever seen him before? Haven't any idea who he is?
I have no idea who he is, but my brother suspects that it might be the devil. Strahd. I don't know what reason you have to kill my father, but spare me. And what if I'm responsible for my father's death?
There is nothing you could have done.
You're muted, Malice.
And you are not responsible.
That creature, if it is what I think it is far too strong for any of us in this room. If he did, and he came and did whatever he wanted to do because he is powerful enough to do so. There is nothing any of us could have done to prevent him. You know who he is, or what he is.
Yes, every Barovian knows.
I suspected as such.
Well, it tends to be inactive for a couple of centuries before awakening. Nobody really knows why.
And he's awake again.
Apparently.
For how long has he been active?
I mean, I don't really know, but the attacks, they started right after our people tried to attack the castle. Before that, they were not happening. So I suppose that either he has awoken pretty recently or has been awake for a while, and since our people decide to stir the beehive, we got stung.
It would seem so.
Just don't understand why me. Is it really true what the Barovians say about red-haired women? And you do remember when the mob was saying that red-haired women bring misfortune.
Offering.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they wanted to give her an offer, as an offering, right?
As an offering, yeah.
I mean, I don't think she would still be here. Right? Why would he just leave her if he's an offering? He could just take her if he wanted.
He could have.
So why just leave her here to suffer? Like, he cares for people suffering, but...
That is an excellent question indeed. I assume you said this out of character, right? Or was it Guevir?
It was actually Guevir. He's right behind you taking notes. He's literally... what I'm doing is literally what Guevir is doing.
Apologies.
Guevir-
Okay, then...
You're just using your back as a place to just scribble.
Right. So, taking it back a couple of notches when you say that, I respond, and I would like to know, do I know if any of these comments have any sort of truth to them about red-haired women?
I mean, you've heard a lot of like rumors in your travels.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are totally untrue. Some of them are based on truth and just blown out of proportions. It's like your usual myths. There may be truth to it. There probably is not. You can't really understand because you're not from here. You just, from what you've heard just in this brief time you're here, you just know it's a common, not knowledge, but it's a common thought among people that live here in Barovia.
Okay. I see. Aryn, and I just turn to her and say there's no actual base to any of those claims. I'm sure he left you here for some other reason. I don't think it has anything to do with the color of your hair.
All right. Well, I'll try to prepare a small dinner for us. It's the least I could do for having all help defending this.
No. And I just put a gentle hand on her shoulder and say, do not worry, just point us in the right direction and we'll take care of it. You've lost quite a bit of blood. You're weak. We can prepare food for you.
All right. It's second door to the left.
Thank you. Now you try to rest, and if you need anything, just call out for us, okay?
All right. Thank you.
And I signal, maybe one of you would come with me, help me cook. The other one could keep Irina company. Who's the best cook?
I will go. I will go.
Who's the best
I know
cook?
how to cut, definitely.
All right, Guevir, you mind keeping Irina company?
I'll stay. I'll just do a little thing. As Malice turns their back to go to you, I'll just slide the potion on, like,
No.
a pocket or something. I'll slide it there.
No way.
Yes.
Wait, what are you doing?
Reverse
I'm trying to be
pickpocketing a
sneaky.
potion.
I'm trying to be sneaky.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Why are you giving me the potion?
You, again, I usually am far away. You are always close, so keep it close. Where is the thingy?
What?
Don't question it.
And,
Oh, Jesus.
As you guys...
Ah, shit. Yeah, you feel it. I think you caught me red-handed.
It was not so much for... Theron, give me a perception check. Actually, wait,
Please
no,
roll
you
one.
didn't...
Please roll a one. Please roll a one.
That's your perception.
Oh my god.
Normal?
Perception. Actually, you don't need to roll perception because your passive perception is a 14. You totally catch that.
Guevir, I'm confused. Can you please help me not feel confused about what's going on here?
I will slowly open the pouch, put the potion there, close the pouch, grab my book again, and go to Aryn.
I thank you for it. But I just want to understand why before you decided not to give me the potion.
There were, I don't know, at some point I was like, Theron, I don't know how he doesn't have a arm hanging out.
Doesn't have a what?
A arm
An
hanging
arm.
out.
Ah,
You said you were fine. I'm like, just keep it. I'm not saying for you to take it now. I want you to keep it. Don't drink it.
I just,
Keep it.
when I asked for the potion before, I wanted to store it, not to drink it immediately.
I thought you wanted to drink it.
I wanted to, but then I didn't.
Well, now you have it in case if you need it.
Sure. Whatever. I'm not mad about this. I was just confused. I mean, I appreciate it anyway. Thank
I
you,
will-
Guevir.
I will tap.
Please don't
Oh,
do
no.
that. That's weird.
I don't care.
I will tap you back.
Fine. You tap the shortest guy of the group.
Good for you. I hope you're happy.
I am. And
Yeah.
I'll grab the notebook back again to Aryn.
Okay.
Is it look? Is Guevir looking shy or something? Like, what's going on?
I am extremely socially awkward.
Yes, I also am in my own way, but my way is a bit weird. I don't know. Whatever, it's okay. Sure.
Is
Talk
it
later.
okay- Is it okay to touch now? What's happening?
You are different, Frazy. Come on. Stay with me here.
Oh, okay, I'll stay with you. I'll just grab him by the arms. I'm here with you.
Anyways,
I just want to say something. Do that again and I'll make you make your own bait.
Oh, okay. I've been meaning to. Thank you. Can you do that now?
No, we have to take care of a woman.
Oh, okay.
and with that, while Theron and Malice go prepare dinner, Guevir and Rezarath stay with Aryn. Let's just take a little break, so I can go to the bathroom, and then we'll resume in like 5-10 minutes. Okay, so see you all in a bit.
In a bit. Bye bye.
Okay, well, unmute.
Hello, and we're back. And yeah, since I didn't want to interrupt roleplay earlier, welcome Wolf. As you all notice, our Resi.
Oh, the DM is calling me Resi as well. I'm happy as fuck. Alright, only 2 people to go.
Anyways, as preparing dinner continues, Guevir and Rezarath stay with Aryn for a moment. After a while, as night rolls in, should be close-ish to midnight after everything has elapsed. Ismark comes back. He is exhausted, and he also like takes a bowl. Like, what do you and Malice do for dinner, actually, Theron?
Excellent question. What sort of ingredients do we find?
There are some vegetables. There's like a small rabbit. There's not a lot. There is enough to make like a stew.
And that's what I was gonna say. That sounds like stew.
It's a sparse stew. It's like everyone will only get like a tiny bowl, but it's better than nothing.
Is there any sort of protein in this place?
There's one
A
rabbit.
rabbit.
I mean, I can take care of the rabbit if you guys want.
Okay, then as you're taking care of the rabbit, I start preparing the soup
Soup.
that will become a stew.
You take your time, prepare the broth, prepare the rabbit, get the vegetables in. Smells nice. Get it into some bowls. Try to like split it evenly between everybody. Eventually, Mark's arrives. He also gets what's left on the pot.
I prepare the rabbit in a way that is gonna make these two completely delicious. I will do it.
Just the way you cut it. Actually, roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
It's your technique with the knife. I'm not gonna tell you to attack the rabbit.
Well, we'll see how it goes. It's a 2.
Like, you cut it
Yay.
well. You cut it well. You really think you did a perfect job to make this taste better.
Man,
Like, to everyone else, it's two.
I just say, my queen, can you please help me on this one too?
Divine intervention on how to cook a rabbit.
No way.
I call God to help me cook.
Jesus.
You
God, let me cook,
slaughtered.
please.
just
I'm doing your favorite stew, rabbit dish.
you all eat your dinner, and after a moment, Ismark just gets up. Sister, a moment, please. And she just finishes eating, drops her bowl, and they move to the kitchen. And Ismark just turns to you all. I just need to speak with my sister for a moment. We'll be right back. And
Theron nods and lets him go.
closed door. And after a couple of moments, you start hearing murmuring from the next room. Usually largely indistinct, obscured by the low groans of the old house's timbers. However, there are some words that are more noticeable than the others. In a moment, you hear Aryn just going, "You have no right, Ismark. Can't just decide to send me away." And Ismark replies in a more measured way. After that, it's just mumbling. You don't really understand. But you hear Ismark just, "The devil has his sights set on you, Aryn." Just more mumbling. Mumbling starts to become more on an argument side to it. Then eventually it diminishes. After a while, talk continues. Do any of you make any effort to like listen in closer, or are you just giving them space to?
I'm gonna give them space.
Okay. Murmuring continues. Just hear Aryn, just after a while, just still don't like it. More murmuring. And finally, as they open the door, you hear Aryn just in a low tone just tell to her brother, "I will go, only for you. And only if we bury father first, together." Ismark just nods. And they then look at you, Ismark just, "Sorry about that." Well, we should all go out for the night. It's clear that we all need some rest.
Just a quick question. Did we hear all that you mentioned? Did we actually manage to hear it?
Everything I said was what you understood. Everything else was
Okay.
covered in muffle.
Okay. Ismark, may I have a quick word with you before
Of
we
course.
close for the day?
Of course, of course.
And Theron starts walking towards the door outside. Not the room where they were just talking in. A door outside.
Okay.
He opens the door, waits for Ismark to go. He just closes it behind him and asks, "I may be intruding into something that's none of my business, but I feel like I have to ask. What did you discuss with Irina just now?"
I want to send my sister to Valaki. It's a town to the west of here, where it's one of the, well, at least we hope so, one of the few bastions that seem to be more unaffected by the devil's influence.
Okay. Theron just takes out a deep breath. Apologies, to be fair, I still don't know you very well, and I was afraid that you might have catered to the beast's desires.
Not at all. Please, and if I ever do so, please use that to end me. And he points to your sword.
If it ever gets to that point, I will try to slap some sense into you before doing so. But I'm glad to hear that at least that's the case and not what I initially feared. You see, the
Thank you.
villagers seem to be very old-fashioned in their beliefs.
Superstitious.
Exactly. Sometimes I am still unsure of how deep those superstitions spread. Hence why I ask.
You did well. And I'm sorry I passed the wrong perception.
No,
Regardless,
no. I am the one who's intruding and should be apologizing. But in any case, I am happy that you're asking her to go. At least over there she'll be safer than here. We just hope that the beast's tendrils don't reach that far.
may I ask something in return?
It's only fair. Ask away.
Well, you and your companions are now stuck in Barovia. And I'm correct to assume that you'll try to find a way out, right?
That is correct, yes. We've been discussing possible plans, but we do not have any information. We barely know the area. We've only now realized what we're actually dealing with. So, we want to. We do not know how.
Well, if it's not too much to ask, and since you are probably going to explore the surrounding areas and try to make sense of whatever lies in this valley, and I hope you don't take this as me asking for favors, but I think Vallaki is a good starting point. It's a large town. There are a lot of people there. I'm sure you'll find needed information there. So, if it's not very rude of me to ask, would you be able to take Aryn there with you?
Theron puts his hand on Ismark's shoulder and says, "Of course, my friend. Don't worry, she will make it there safe."
Thank you. That, after today, that eases my mind. We just have to do last rites to my father, and
Of course.
we'll let you on your way.
Take your time. It is important to mourn.
Exactly. Anyways, we need to rest. You
Yes,
need to
of
rest.
course.
You are in very rough shape.
And so do you. You've had quite a night.
Exactly. Hey, there's some rooms upstairs. You all should be able to have a place to sleep. Just pick whatever room you need. I'm sure you'll find it comfortable in comparison to... And it just, like, raises the arm towards everything else.
Everything else,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, you are cutting out a little bit. You might need to be closer to the microphone.
Discord for some reason has been doing that to me. I really don't know why, but let me just
Like because on the stream everything is fine. It's really just Discord.
I'm just gonna like
Really?
lower the input sensitivity. Yeah, my mic itself picks it up perfectly, and on stream too, because it's from a different source than Discord. But for some reason, Discord itself starts cutting it sometimes. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But yeah,
Good stuff.
you all gather together, go to sleep. There's like a couple of rooms. It's enough for you all to just either if any of you wants to share a room because you're scared to sleep alone, there are places for you to do so. But there's also separate rooms that you can take.
How many rooms are available?
There are currently 1, 2, 3 available. There are around 5 rooms. It's a manor. There's a lot of rooms.
Everyone on their own room?
Unless you want to share.
No, I want my privacy from you.
Then, yeah, I think everyone to their own room.
I will go to my own room.
Yeah, I just wanted to check. Yeah, everyone to their own room.
I think we all need our privacy tonight.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
quite a day.
I agree.
Everyone, rest tight. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to have a big day.
See you tomorrow.
Finally.
Tomorrow. tomorrow.
I believe the day is going to be as long as this one. Right?
Theron looks at you, shakes his head, and just says, "You need to sleep." And he
Yeah.
closes the door. He just waves, gets in his room, closes the door.
Alright. Have a good night.
Yeah. You too. You hear muffled coming from inside the room.
Why do I just picture you saying, good night, you too. The moment you say you too, the door is already closed.
The door was
Yeah,
closed already.
yeah.
He got
Yeah,
in,
it's
went,
muffled.
closed the door, and then he hears it from outside. He's like, yeah, you too. Like, go rest. We're all fucked up. We need to sleep.
So everyone gets into their room. And Theron, you
Yes?
notice what seems to be a torn excerpt of a book.
Mhm. Okay.
On the corner of the page, you can see the title of what book this came from. It says Van Richten's Guide to Vampires by Dr. Rudolf Van Richten.
Oh, okay.
And this excerpt basically reads like there's a lot of information speaking about vampires. It goes into very deep detail. It's actually quite impressive. To the point where even you, with your experience as a monster hunter, it's in like it's almost like a game recognizes game type of feeling.
Yes.
This
absolutely.
Dr. Rudolf Van Richten is possibly in the same business as you, sort of speak. I have the excerpt here. I'm going to send it to you. You don't need to read it because it's like 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs long. But if you want to have the information with you, I'm just going to send it to you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And as you all go to sleep, sleep takes you after a while. Some of you faster than others. And just let exhaustion wash out from you. And you all are drawn into a dream. A shared dream. In this dream, you find yourselves in front of a tent. And without even walking, you are just pulled inside of said tent. And inside the tent, you see this old woman with a veil covering most of her facial features, like shadowed. Not even a veil, more like a cowl of a cloak. And you see her just fleshing a deck of cards. Just playing with them, setting them on. And she then looks at you. Welcome, weary travelers, to my humble tent. You may call me Madame Eva, and I have been expecting you. The winds of fate have brought you to this land, but do not be fooled. They are not winds of change, but winds of doom. I can see a shroud of darkness descending upon you. The Lord of this land knows that you have trespassed into his domain, and he has set you in his sight. He is a creature of eternal hunger, and he will not rest until he has claimed your souls. But there is yet hope. I have been blessed with the gift of foresight, and I can see the twisting paths that lie ahead. Seek me in my tent at Serpo, on your way to Valaki, so that I may read the cards for you and decipher the strands of fate. Together, we may yet escape this darkness. But be warned, time is running out, and the shadows are growing longer. Come to Tserpul. And as she says this, she just stares at you. Does any of you say anything, or you just like take the information and
I think if Theron in some ways unconsciously realized this was just a dream, he would just take the information in and let it go.
okay. She
I'm
waits
gonna
for
take the information in as well.
okay. She waits for a moment, and soon after, she gives her warning. The light in the tent visibly dimmed, as though a shroud of darkened mist has descended upon it. And you see that Madame Eva stirs and says, "He has sensed me. He cannot know of our meeting. Fly, traveler. I shall await you at Serpol." And then you violently awake. As you are coming back to your senses, you almost see this darkened shape of a man getting inside the tent before you just awaken violently in your beds. And there's this green glow coming from outside. From the window. On each of your windows.
I look outside.
When you look outside, you see going up, actually going out of the western road of the city, green glowing humanoid figures. Ghosts.
Oh.
Hundreds. Thousands of them. Just making their way through the road, up the castle ramp over yonder. Like to the point where you can't even discern the humanoid shapes near the gates of the castle. They are just a mass of green glow. And as all of them seem to be like armed, swords, shields, armor, dwarves, elves, humans, tieflings, a variety of lineages, and some of them even look like spellcasters, others like warriors, others like more on the archer side of things, heroes from the past. And as they all make their ways to the castle, once they arrive at the castle gate, they all fall to the cliff to the side. As you just see this cascading green glow into the depths. Rezarath. Rezi?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
As you look at this, you can't help but grin as you just feel this tugging sensation on your chest. In a way, seeing this brings you closer to the works of the one that is your benefactor. It's a
Jesus.
slight sensation, but you take it in. And after it seems to be like an hour, half an hour, the ghosts diminish. And eventually you all go back to sleep. And that's where we're gonna leave today's session.
Whoa, it was so
Wow.
big for me. It was really big for me. I apologize, everyone.
It's all right. It's all
Yeah,
right. Work
I
is work.
work.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I work and I live way too far from my work, so I apologize for arriving so late.
It's all right. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. After a full combat session, it felt nice to have a full roleplay session.
Yeah, that was nice. That was indeed nice.
Theron saw his sword going fuck you wucky.
He apparently has a mind of its own.
Yep. And freaking Rahadin said it was a piece of trash. From a piece of trash man.
Yeah, I cannot wait to find out exactly what the hell he meant by that.
So yeah,
Bound to be funny.
I hope my players have enjoyed the session, and I hope our watchers have also enjoyed the session. So yeah, if everything goes
You
well,
better.
next
better.
Thursday, we'll be back. So yeah, see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.